to me by time and space alone. The gift of the gods is now untold. I walk through the door, and I see the power inside. Light this world on fire and set my world alive. I am the storm, I am the light. In the shadows I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness let it glow. I am the force, I am the key. Unlocking dreams, setting them free. Now I take a deep breath and I say with my final breath, I have the power. Let the power grow in me. Let the power shine in me. Let the unknown be seen. Let the dream awaken and the destiny unfold. Let the power grow. And now it be untold. Let the future be in my hands as I guide those who come to me. The power that I have to give is their truth. I am the storm, I am the light. In the shadows I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness let it glow. I am the force, I am the key. Unlocking dreams, setting them free. As I look through the windows of worlds I have seen. From the darkest of the depths to the highest of the light, we see the power that I show is only that of love. I give you all of my strength. I give you all of my courage. Let the freedom fly in me, for the freedom is now reborn. Let the sacred circle open. Let the world now be born. Hold my future now, for I dream of what I hold. I give you all the path you need, and now the future is untold. As I see the path before me and connect the lines of life to you. Opening doors, open to the world I see before me. I opened up the dream that once was inside, and I unleash the power that I hold inside. No darkness can hold me, no light can hold me back. I am the crash in the ether, I am the power of my past. Secrets abound to me by time and space alone. The gift of the gods is now untold. I walk through the door and I see the power inside. to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Good morning and happy Friday to all my beautiful stars. I am back with a vengeance. My spoons are completely filled, guys. Yesterday, I should have just not gone on yesterday, but I did try a little bit, but my energy, my body, I should have listened to my body a little bit. I practically slept all day yesterday, recouping my spoons for my doctor appointment on Wednesday, which basically was a full day of me traveling around and going to the doctor's office, because I am trying to be a little bit more healthy and healthy-minded right now. So, I'm trying to get my body back in shape. I'm trying to control, I have kidney disease, and I'm trying to bring so that I don't go on dialysis. So I've got to go and take some classes to understand my condition a little bit better. I'm going to be doing that soon. I'm also trying to get my feet looked at and looked so that they don't get any worse than they are. They're very hammer toes on a couple of those feet and stuff like that. So I'm returning back to doing the three things that I've told people to do all of the damn time: physical, mental, and spiritual. And I'm paying a little bit more attention to my physical right now, along with the mental and spiritual. I'd like to say welcome to Elka. How are you doing today? And welcome in, everybody. I am doing absolutely good today. Today, I actually do feel good. Like I said, yesterday was just a day of recoup. And like I said, I was only on for like an hour yesterday. And I hope I didn't do anyone a disservice yesterday, but I hope I gave what I could yesterday and stuff like that. So, it's always to remind us readers that we need to have that self-care moment as well. For people who are out there who give constantly to everybody else, you got to give back to yourself every once in a while. If the battery gets too low, you're not going to be able to do the things that you know you are capable of. And I know what I'm capable of, right, Elka? So if you want to throw me your numbers and your question, we'll get this party started and we'll get this reading that you need today. I really am glad to see you, Elka. It's been a while. Oh. So I'm glad to see you. I hope things are well. And, I just want to say welcome into everybody. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet of Twitch. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do an ethereal fire reading. I will set your world on fire and set your world ablaze if I have to. But my only goal is to lead you to that best day ever. I will guide you to that light, to that destiny that you want the most. That's what I'm here to do, guys. That is my purpose here, to help you get to that place. Just like they helped me get to my place. This morning was a deeply emotional moment, a really raw moment, and kind of one of those things that I've been kind of getting back on track with things. And as I start to come into my full potential, and I'm finally crescendoing at that top, now everything is finally evening out, so I'm not crashing as hard as I used to. So let's see what the gods have to tell you today. Just a general reading for you. That's awesome. We'll just get you a general reading and see what the gods have to tell you today, Elka. Let me shuffle these cards and get them in the right spot for you. Yeah. I've been, honestly, I've been doing really, really good. I decided to take a break from trying to create my deck for a while. I'm not really ready to write that quite yet. I wanted to kind of get back to doing a little bit more basic stuff for me for a while because my birthday's approaching and I'm going to be 50. Hey, and in case you guys didn't hear, my birthday is on Sunday, the September the 8th, but we're celebrating on the 6th. So we're going to have a 9 to 2 p.m. stream as long as I want to. We're going to have a party celebration. If you want to come celebrate my birthday with me, that's when we're going to celebrate it. So I really want to hopefully see you guys there. Just kind of, we're going to just have readings. We're going to talk. We're going to maybe chat up life a little bit here. So, and let's see what they got to tell you there, Elka. They're in the right spot for you. So here we go. Here are your 7 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. 6. And last but not least, 7. And you got 1 God card there, Elka. All right. And welcome to the Q mail. All right. And now we've got the 13th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the 13th card is. And let's see what the universe does have to tell you today, Elka. All right. So, Elka, here's what I've got for you from the gods today and some of the things that they wanted you to be known and aware of, and kind of maybe a little bit of confirmation, a little bit of here's what we would like you to do, or here's some things that you honestly are ready to hear, right? So, first and foremost, hey, don't worry about it. Pause. My energy yesterday was out the door, so, and I actually ended stream early yesterday because it was just too much for me. My body just was breaking down on me. So you didn't miss much. I was on maybe 5 or 10 more minutes after you. I didn't see you on there, and don't worry about that, guys. Yesterday was one of those days where we kind of have to pick up. But back to you, Elka. The thing that is kind of coming into your full power, just like I'm coming into my full potential and finally reaching that top point where I know that I've reached the fullest potential of my soul. When you finally reach that within yourself and you can manifest everything that you have ever wanted in your life, and you want to manifest and keep manifesting all of that stuff, it's important for you to remember why you want this so bad and what you want to bring into this world. The willow tree always comes to remind you that it may have been a difficult road, but everything is going according to plan. That if you believe in your destiny, if you believe in your fate, if you believe in yourself, and hear the words, it is gonna be okay. Welcome, Lyra. Hi, baby girl. And it's one of those things where we have to return back to that self and kind of remind ourselves that we have to be a little bit bendy sometimes and kind of sway in the wind sometimes. And sometimes we don't always have to be that straight line forward person who always has the answer for everything. Sometimes we gotta let people fail to find out what they need the most. You don't need this failure anymore in your life. It's time to accomplish the dream. It's time to accomplish that destiny. It's time for you to reach your crescendo moment. How do we get you there? It's time to finally let these things that we have let kind of go since the last time we've talked with each other, Elka. You've been letting go of a lot of the damaged and crap stuff that's happened in your life. I can feel the work that you've been doing. Returning back to a more healthier mental state, returning back to that more spiritual person, and trying to get back on track with the health again. It kind of feels like you're trying to really juggle those balls and try to do it in a little bit more even feel now, rather than trying to do it all at once. Rather than juggling all 3 balls, you're going 1 ball in the air, 1 ball in the air, 1 ball in the air at this moment. The decay card always comes to remind you that the work has been done, that everything that you have been providing for yourself, that work that is finally coming to fruition, the last little bit of decay, the last little leaf that falls off of that tree, when it finally turns back into that fertilizer and it re-enriches your life again, Elka, That's what we're heading towards again. To let go of the last damage we have left to let go of so we can finally find the peace we have been longing for. How do we get there? Another thing we have to understand is it's time to release it. It is time to let it all out, Alka. Today was one of those moments where I was looking at my mom's picture and I was thanking her for everything she ever put up with me. Because I was a troublemaker. Trust me, I did not always do what I was told when my mom would help me. And she was trying to always put me back on that right track, the track that I'm on now. But I had to release the baggage of my past. I had to release the crap that I had been doing to myself since I was a little boy. And when I finally got to that point where I let it all be free, the chains that broke off of me opened my world into new different ways that I have never explored before. And it's time to break your chains, Alka. It's time to break them and be set free once again so you can fly again in the ether and the air. It's time for you to just look at that new image you have of yourself, and it's time to expand that image out. We have understanding that we know what's going on right now with our lives, but we have to understand that the image of our lives, what we want to see it become. We have that idea in our mind, that little box that tells us, hey, Joshua, I had a dream when I was 8 years old. I believed I was going to find my one true love. I was going to find a destiny that was going to help me help people, that I would do a lot of different things that I have learned how to do throughout the times that I have been here. And when it finally came to that moment where I saw myself for who I truly was, it was an awakening like nothing I had ever had in my life. And you're headed for your second awakening. And when it happens, it will be that moment where that ethereal fire gets burned back into you again. And now you will have the strength and the power that you've been looking for finally return once again. You know? So it's just understanding that you know where that's going to go now. So that's what I have to tell you for the generating. And then I've got your God card too, Alka. And this is kind of like, I feel like this is a message just kind of saying, we need you to just understand something here. It's not a yell at you, it's a let you know kind of a deal. That the thing you need to do the most right now is get all the right ingredients into your piles. It's time to really look at the ingredients you're putting into your life and understand why those ingredients are important to you. Why every single thing that you have added to the soup of your life has now come to be that time where you eat that soup and you start to refill your life with all that you've done for everybody else. Now it is time for you to get full. But we are going to taste test along the way. Every good cook knows that you taste and taste and taste your meal all the way through until you know it's finished. That's how you know that when you present it to the people, including yourself in your life, that new soup that you have just made that you're ready to finally share with this world, I want me some Alka. Yum, yum, yum. Because I want to eat that all up and gobble it all up. Because you are getting ready for that moment. And when it is your turn, for that moment, remember, you did this. You did all of it. I know the next lines. I've got used to your readings and now I understand the God cards. Yeah. Because, you know, the God cards are all about that communication from your highest self, from God, from whatever. Right, exactly. And even if you do because everybody knows that we make mistakes in life. Hey, I added the wrong kind of mushrooms to my soup, but that doesn't mean I can't scoop out the couple of mushrooms that I put in there and subject them for something different. There's my Twitch son, buddy. Hey, D. So, you know, thank you for the Prime subscription from my brother, my son, my Twitch son, and my Twitch daughter are in chat, Lyra and Demi. Hi, guys. So, and you know, and I kind of feel like you're priming yourself for that moment. You know what I'm saying, Alka? And then I kind of feel like you're very proud of where you're at right now. And that you're finally ready to get that, yeah, you know, that like that. I don't know. I tried to put that on there, and it's supposed to do it, but it doesn't work. My OBS has been kind of, You know, I have all the alerts and stuff set up and everything, but it doesn't always go off. Fresh. Let's see if I try refreshing again. So sometimes it's going pretty good, my brother. Hey, Stephanie, welcome back. Good to see you. All right, Mail. Bruh. Hey, bruh. Let's go. What's your time, reading room? Mail to the reading room. Mail to the reading room. Molly, to the reading room. Get your butt in here. It's your turn for your reading. Nah, bro. Mally. Oh, Mally, Mally, Mally. All right, give me your numbers and your question for today, my friend. And welcome into Sergeant Technology and Pause again. And welcome into Stephanie as well. All right. So, like I said, yesterday was kind of a crash day for me. And do you have a question for today, or you just want a general reading? I'm starting to start getting them in the right spot for you while you do that real quick. Okay, so you want to know if it's a good time to place a lottery bet? Now, I want to tell you one thing about spirituality and stuff like the lottery, okay? They can give you a hint, but everything goes into that. It's a random thing. It's just some things that's so random that they're not, it's like, when you got people pray that the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl here in Minnesota, we pray and we pray as hard as we can, but they still haven't won a damn Super Bowl yet. You know what I'm saying? So, but I understand that you kind of might want that financial stuff back in your life again. And let's see when it is a good time for you to try your luck, Hey, so I just want you to know that, when it comes to things like gambling, the gods really don't get involved in stuff like that, They're here to help us with our life path, not, win a lottery. That's a human thing that we do. But I can try to give you the best advice I can here. So here we go with your 9 official shuffles there. 1, 2, 3, 4, God card, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And you want to know when it is a good time to play the lottery. All right, and the 27th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 27th card is now on top. And here is the best way and what time will be the best time for you to play that lottery and get yourself the best chance possible, okay? So, so one of the things I want to remind you is your intuition is pretty on point when it comes to things when you want to play games of chance. That you have to remind yourself that there is if there is a pool you can get into with your friends and stuff like that, like if there's a lottery pool that you could start with maybe your friends, we all go in on the big prize and we all split it equally, blah, blah, blah. But maybe it's time to consider that we have to understand that we have to increase our odds of winning. The only way you can win is if you buy a ticket. The only way you win is if the odds are in your favor and the random whatever numbers pop up on that ticket. Now, take it from someone who's actually won the lottery once in his lifetime. I was one number away from winning $10 million. Okay? One number away from winning $10 million. And I never got to get that experience, but I had the $40,000 lottery winning, and that was the biggest thing that had ever happened to me in my life at that time. I was promised a lottery win, and there came a lottery win, So remember that I'm feeling like it's going to be like the end of summer would be the best, like I'd say like end of September-ish, like the last couple weeks of September to October would probably be your best bet of placing those odds, because that's usually when the summer is ending, and that's what the Bass card is about, following that sun around and as the sun starts to set. But the other thing is that you have to understand that you have to give yourself a little bit of leeway here, buddy, because maybe you're putting yourself into a cage here. Don't count on that happening, because maybe you're putting yourself in your own little prison there, and we can't count on that being the only way we get funds in our lives anymore. Yeah, it'd be great for that to happen and great for things to go along, but the Rainier card is all about realizing that maybe what you've been doing to yourself, trying this luck and trying all of this stuff to win that lottery, if you just put that money into a bank account instead of a lottery ticket, you might have the money you're looking for. Don't give yourself a more imposed prison than you need to. So allow yourself to find a positive way forward. Do it for fun, do it for because it's a chance, but don't count on it being the thing that will save you in the end. Because like I said, it's a very rare thing for it to happen in this world. But you choose your freedom. You choose when that freedom comes to you. And I feel like you're, like I said, the end of those last couple weeks and the first week of October and that kind of time frame there, I feel like that door opens to you. The freedom door opens because the Laramar's door is about chosen walking out of a cage. You know what your life has been like before. You can't keep doing that to yourself. So play responsibly, but if you're gonna play, remember what your chances are just like every other one. One in hundreds of thousands of people play that game, and everyone wants to win just as much as you do. So, and you can buy as many tickets as you want. That doesn't always increase your odds. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut feeling on the day you feel like it is the brightest, sunniest, shining day in your life. And you say, today is the day I pick the numbers that I need. And you just go there and you pick those numbers with those intuition, or you get that quick pick on that day that you need. But protect yourself from that harm that may come your way, because just like I was trying to say before, this is not a guarantee. This is a chance. And I know you want the will you win, but I can't guarantee that. I'm sorry. That's one thing I'm not capable of, is if I could pick lottery numbers, do you think I'd be here sitting at my computer desk? No, I'd be in Maui somewhere celebrating. Okay? So, but I feel like you have to put that positive spin back on it. So I kind of want to give you this advice. Instead of buying that lottery ticket, buy one with that group and that stuff. Have that fun moment, but then anything else you would want to spend on that, put into a place where you can come back to and really, really, really help you. I know. Yeah, I know. But what does your God card have to say? I wonder that they have to tell you. Boom. Maybe you just need a kick in the ass. Officially kicking your ass out of your safe spot there, buddy. Maybe you just got to give it all you can give it. Sometimes you just got to trust the universe and say, you know what, universe, this is what I want. This is when I want it. I'm ready to do whatever it takes to get to that goal and dream, but it's your choice what path you go forward. The past will never, ever help you get to that future, but it will help you remind you what not to do to yourself anymore. The hard path, be determined. Yeah, buy a couple of tickets and be okay with that. Pick the same numbers. Have a system. Do something that feels good for you, whatever is going to be connected to you in those numbers. That easy path, have a plan. So I'm going to set them outside this amount of money to play whatever game I want to play, and that's all I'm going to spend my money on. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. Yada, yada, yada. But the bullshit you need to cut through the most here, buddy, I'm going to leave that one in your hands. Someone needs to save. I know, he's like, God. And that's about the best I can. That's what I'm feeling, that your best opportunity would be right in that late September, October. That's your best window of opportunity. And I would want you to go with, like I said, maybe a group of friends in on it, because I think your odds would be better, because then everyone's buying tickets and then everyone has a chance and you all share that prize. So, hey, it's an option. That's what I got for you. All right. Pause to the reading room. Pause to the reading room. Pause to the reading room. All right. Okay. You're welcome, Mel. Let me get them in the right spot for you. And you want to know if there's anything coming in the future for you and Zamas. I hope I'm saying that right. Zams? Zams? Well, that's good. You know, my birthday's on the 8th, so I'll send some extra birthday luck your way. How about that? Maybe that's the time. All right, let's see here. Where are you at? All right, they like this spot. Here are your 8 official shuffles there, Pause. 1. God card. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And last but not least, 8. All right, and the 9th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the 9th card is on top. And you got a 3 God card question answer for you today, Pause. All right, let's see what they have to tell you about this guy that or person that you want to be with. And if there's a future involved with you and this person. So, Pause. One of the things that I'm feeling that there is something on the way with you guys, but I kind of think you have to better understand the bigger picture of it all. That maybe you don't see everything as clearly as you think you do right now. That there are still a lot of little weaves and webs in this person that you actually want to be with. Yeah, we're going to get there, you know, because the picture card is all about seeing someone for who they really are. And I believe that you are both seeing each other's real true self and taking that and deciding whether or not we like that picture or not. So I do think that he sees you and he is trying to think of whether or not he wants to add this to the gallery of his life. Does he want to add that into his repertoire or her? Sorry, I don't mean to say him or her, whatever the case may be. But you know, she. Okay, thank you. You know that you have to be seen in sort. So I think that you finally see one another, but I do think there has to be a little bit of a conversation there. And I think that's what the Temper card is about. Because as much as you can have that mutual admiration and maybe even attraction for one another, you still have to go in and create the right kind of tools for the kind of future you want to have with this person. Right? First things first, we just got to make sure that we're on the same page, that we're both working towards the same goals. Are we trying to protect something here? Are we trying to defend something here? Is there something that we need to empty out of our lives before we're ready to fill our lives with this thing? And also to take that control back in our own 2 hands. And you know very well that the fan card is right there on top of your destiny card. And what does the fan mean? The fire that you want to feed the most in your life. You take the control by taking that fan in your hand and you feed the fire that you want to grow in your life. So I really believe that you have to start to show this person how you feel and show them what you are and why you do the things you do and why this person is so important to you. Because that's part of the tempering. Part of the fan is you saying, hey, do you like me? Would you like to try to see if we could do something together? Let's find out if we can do this relationship thing. Is there even something there to begin with? But you're picking up the right things that you need to get the kind of result you want with her, right? You've seen all the little things that she's been working on within herself, just like you've been working on some things too. I kind of feel like you're in that oven and you're waiting for that last 5 to 10 minutes of cook time before you're completely ready for one another. And I kind of feel like you're not quite done yet. And once you get to that point where you are to that little tender spot of just perfect, you know, then I believe you will see each other even more. But I do believe that you're going to have to take the reins by the horns and all of that stuff and remind yourself that this person cannot fix you. I know you're not trying to fix yourself with this person, but this person will help move you and change you and share your journey with them. What are we going to be sharing with them and what are we going to be giving to them? The fanning card, of course, means taking that control back in your own hands again and doing something that maybe it's time to go for it. And maybe it's time to take that control of myself and say, I believe in myself. And if it works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. At least I can say I tried. And at least I was willing to share my heart. I hope that she sees my beautiful heart and comes back in return for me. And I do think there's something there, pause. I do think there's something there. It just hasn't quite developed yet because I think it's a relatively new thing with you guys. And this is relatively new in your life. But this isn't the truth. And your God cards come right along to say the exact same thing I wanted to say to you anyway. Because remind yourself that your damage does not mean that it has to be her damage. You've done the work. You don't have to worry about what has damaged you anymore. That's just what made you stronger. That isn't going to hurt you anymore. It's going to help you because now I have the kind of protective heart, the right kind of protected heart. Not that I'm keeping myself too safe protected heart or the not I'm afraid to try protected heart, but the open heart where you allow that beat of that heart to beat through that tree of life, that birch tree, where even if those things that aren't going according to plan the way you want them to, as long as you keep trying to grow, as long as you kind of keep in that beautiful moisture into your being, you will always have that life within you. And I believe that that's one of the things you have to understand about what's going on with you right now is you have and are ready to try. At least you know that you're ready for that. Whatever comes. Listen to yourself. Listen to those inner voices that are talking to you, my friend, because you are having a chatterbox session in that brain of yours. And maybe it's time to actually listen and hear what you're trying to tell yourself. If this is the person that you really want to be with, if she is the person that you can't let go of, you better get the boat rowing towards her before she's not close enough for you to get to her boat. You know? And I kind of feel like you have to start to listen to what they're trying to give you. They've given you opportunity. Why haven't you taken the opportunity? Why haven't you wielded the magic that we were giving you? How many more opportunities do you need? It's basically what they're saying. But remind yourself that as much as you want to give to them, I'll remind yourself that you have to take back in return. So make sure it's an equal in return kind of a thing. The donate card is about giving back to ourselves that self-care and that self-love that we need a little bit. So return back to that for a little bit. Just to remind yourself, the healthier we believe in ourselves, the more we love ourselves and understand ourselves and accept ourselves for who we are, the more that radiates to anybody else who's looking at us. When they see us, the damage, the beauty of us all, the mess that we are in this world, when someone loves all of that, you finally will understand why that donation was so important to give back to yourself, because then you will finally know what love really means and looks like again. And it's coming. I can feel like it's coming for you. I think that it's just that you have to take your opportunity the next time you get it. That's what my advice is today, Paz. Because I do feel like your opportunity is going to be slipping away soon. I don't know if she's moving or something's happening in her life, but you might want to see if get that boat rowing towards that shore, because I don't know how much longer she'll be waiting there for you. All right, technology to the reading room. Technology to the reading room. Let's see, can I open this window? Maybe get some cooler air in here. All right, we're back in action, Sergeant. How are we doing today, my brother? See, better energy today. I'm feeling good today. I know you can see it. Yesterday was just not the day for me. I was like, ugh. So what do you need to know today, my brother? All right, cool. And you want to know what's coming for you in the next 3 months. Okay, let me see what they got to tell you here. So we want to know about up to the first of the year, right? Up to about January 1st there. because it's September, almost going to be September, October, November, December, yeah. So about Christmas time. Okay. Let's see what they got to tell you. All right. Let's see, I'm getting them in the right spot. Okay, here are your 3 official shuffles, technology. 1, 2, and 3. I have to count these ones. That one's a God card. Nope, that's too many. And I got to do one more shuffle, but that's a God card for sure. All right, and 3. Sorry about that. And 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 31, and the 32nd card is now on top. What's coming for you in the next 3 months? All right. Let's see what they got to tell you there, my brother. Well, it's about time we understood a couple of things here coming for you the last of this year. As you have known that what work you have been working up to now, that you have finally gotten the right kind of seeds ready to plant in your life again, that you have finally taken that advice for yourself, and that you are ready to start to put the new seeds in for next year. So I want you to kind of consider the 3 things that you need to start to do for that next year. Your 3 top goals that you need to do in physical, mental, and spiritual. Allowing yourself to only put those 3 seeds down and as you start to grow. So remind yourself that there are those little things there that you are ready to grow. And I kind of feel like spirituality is one of those things that you've been trying to kind of return back to a little bit more of. I think you're okay on the mental and maybe a little bit lacking on the physical, but you really want to get your spiritual back on track. And it's time to understand why you put these seeds in the ground and what you're trying to grow within yourself as well. Accepting that you still have a little bit left to learn. Knowing that communication that you need to have. The rest of this year is going to be about seeing your connections with your life and the people who have been around you in your life. These next 3 months are going to be about returning back to connection again. You're going to see a lot of synchronicity happening in your life. You're going to see a lot of things kind of come back into your own again. And as you start to see the vine connect back into that crescendo, that figure 8, and when you get to that little crescendo part that we've been waiting to get to, right? Now that we are ready to finally give and take from the universe. That's right. It's time to do that. And you're doing it so much better than you've ever done it. And they want me to tell you that that's what they're really proud of, is that you finally took that and you owned that. That you had to understand why that was so important for you to do. You know this is a journey. You know that this is going to be something that's going to help you get to those goals and dreams. So what is the prize at the end of the rainbow? What do we really want to achieve by the end of this year? It's time to set this new tone with our life, because this year, above all years, will be our power year if we let it be. But we have to allow that journey that we've been on up to this point guide us a little bit into that future. So remind yourself that as you are finding the little presents along the way, as you pay attention to the little signposts, you are getting closer and closer to that realization that you are going to be the person you want. What they're trying to make you avoid here is not feeling like it's a burden to do this for yourself. You deserve to do this as much for yourself as you deserve to do this for anybody else. You don't have to feel guilty about anything that has happened in your past, because there's nothing to feel guilty about. There's nothing to apologize for anymore. There's nothing to feel bad about anymore. You love and forgive yourself of all these things, and you've done such a great job with it this year. And it's just kind of some confirmation that they want me to tell you that they really, really saw that, and they want you to keep continuing that, going forward with that. And they say, let it come to you when it's ready for you to understand. Don't have to put so much pressure on yourself. Just get in that lazy river for a while and let us take you the rest of the way the rest of the year. You know? And then that's what they got to tell you for these cards. And then your God's card comes along and said, oh my God, are you ready for this one there? Are you ready, technology, for this one here? Faith leap. It's time to take a leap of faith and trust something. Something maybe you don't quite understand. Something that you don't quite fully know if you're capable of doing. But maybe it's time to try to fly. Maybe it's time to baby bird your ass off of that cliff and actually spread those wings and glide all the way down. Maybe you don't fly, but you can glide. Maybe gliding turns into flying. And maybe you soar higher and higher than you ever have before because you're ready for it. You're ready for this moment, this giant leap forward. And you know what that moment is for you. And by the end of this year, by the time January 1st rolls around, you will have taken that leap. And golden parachutes are abound. So trust that they have got you. That's what they want the most from you. That they got you, Sergeant. They got you so hard right now. But they need you to start to trust yourself and really go for those things that it's your choice to do. You know, they can't tell you everything about what's going to happen because some of these things you just got to experience it. But, you know, that's what they wanted me to tell you for the rest of the coming of the year. I am feeling that maybe in early December, though, there might be a little bit of financial strain. So kind of watch your bills a little bit in the end of November and stuff like that, and watch your spending there. Because I don't know if you are a big gift giver around Christmas time, but maybe it's time to give the simple gift instead of the nice extravagant gift this year. Something they wanted me to pass on. Something from the heart this year, maybe not something from your pocketbook. Ooh, it's hot in here. Okay, I gotta open up the door. Too hot. The energy's getting too hot in here. Ugh. You're welcome, technology. All right. You want to know how Luke feels about you, and will he heal soon from the last relationship? Okay. So you want to know how he feels at you, and is he done healing from the last relationship yet, basically? Correct, Stephanie? Well, let me get him in the right spot for you. All right, here we go with your 10 official shuffle, Stephanie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God card. 6. God cards. 7, 8, 9. Too many. 10. All right, and you got a 1, 2, 3 God card message for you today. 29th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the 29th card is... That's a good sign. All right. So, all right, there we go. So, Stephanie, Luke is pretty close to being healed from this last relationship. He's finally feeling at home and ready to try something again. The home card always shows up, and it's happened in the past. So when you ask me, is he done healing yet? I think he's pretty much almost there. I think he might have one or two last little things that he just kind of has to release and let go of. And I just kind of think it's that last little thing we hope we can hang on to a little bit there. And he's hoping against all hope that his last relationship can come back, you know? But he knows that that's not what he needs in his life anymore. He wants something a little bit more real and more substance. Maybe you have what it takes to give it to him this time. Maybe it's what you need to give to him. Maybe part of the healing that needs to happen here is that you have to understand that they are at the place that's healthy for them finally. You want to share this house with them. You're not trying to let them, just move in with you all of the time here. We are going to allow ourselves to visit with one another for a little bit and maybe work on that relationship a little bit. Because maybe you can help him with the last little healing that he needs to do so that maybe there is an opportunity for you and Luke. Because he does feel like there's a home in you as well. He does see that bright, beautiful soul that you have inside there, Stephanie. He does recognize that light. I think that he's getting, like I said, very close to that healing moment. He's ready to start to share his light again and wants to share it with somebody else. The glow card is all about being ready to put that lighthouse out there and go, okay, someone come find me. And maybe you're the person who's coming to find them. But all beginnings start with one simple thing. We have to come from the darkness into the light. All seeds start in the darkness. Even in the womb, we start in darkness, but we always come towards the light. And remind yourself that you will have to allow this to grow and allow this new beginning to happen by taking that moment when it is opportune enough for you to do that and say, can we grow together? And can we grow together as a couple? I believe that there is that opportunity for growth with you and Luke. However, there are some things getting in the way, and I think they're just that, like I said, they're the last little bit of that wall, that defensive wall, that I'm not wanting to get hurt again wall, and we're just kind of melting that slowly down, and we're almost to the last little bits of it melting off so we can open and see our world in a better new way. But that's why I say he's not quite ready yet for a relationship. But I damn near say if you were there, maybe he might have the reasons to continue and find the love that he actually could want in his life. And it's about boundaries and reminding himself that he can't keep himself locked away forever. That's not going to be healthy for him. And he wants to open that heart again so bad. He's just waiting for the right person to open it. So that's what I got for you on that one, Stephanie. And then your God cards come. And then this isn't about the guy. This is for you. That you needed to hear this today. That don't be at war with those two different parts of yourself. Allow him to see the damage, but allow him to see the strength that you gained from that damage. Let him see the growth that you have made. Let him see that the war is done, that you are ready to allow something new to come into your life, which is peace and love and happiness. Tend back to yourself. Some of the things that you need to get back to doing is loving and tending back to your own life. If you want to share it with someone, make sure your life is all good first before you go putting your stuff into other people's business. So allow that time for you to kind of go back and just have a little bit of self-care to get yourself ready for that opportunity. Then you got to go shoot your shot there, Stephanie, and stop looking at the pretty marble and go in there and see if, hey, they want to choose you. Oh, it's Pokemon time, I choose you. Throw the ball out there and see if they accept you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to go in there and grab that marble by the brass knuckles and just do it. And that's what I got for you today, Steph. And I do want to say that that this person, I think they have some kind of some feelings for you, but I'm not quite sure they understand what those feelings are yet. I don't know if they're still kind of in that flux, kind of like I don't even understand how I feel kind of a way. So just kind of give them a little bit more time, because I think that's what it really is. It's just I don't even know how I feel right now. And you added something completely spontaneous and stuff into my life. And I'm like, now I'm like, is this what I want? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got for you today. Crypto to the reading room. Crypto to the reading room. Crypto, it's your turn. Indigo, you're next, and Divine, you're after that. Luke feels like a very laid back kind of a dude, I don't know. So I'm doing good today, Indigo. How about you? All right, we're just waiting for a crypto girl to give me their numbers. Crypto to the reading room. Crypto to the reading room. Crypto girl to the reading room. While we're waiting for her, I'm going to have a smoke. And I'm going to cool off a little bit first. Trying to drink a little bit more water today and keep myself cooler today so I don't overheat again. So I know this is weird, but it really does help when I do this. I just water myself. You ever do that, guys? Just pour water all over yourself and it feels so good. Especially when it's hot and humid like it is right now. Oh, look. I'm giving you a water show. Oh, baby. Sorry. I couldn't resist. That's awesome. Hey, I love it when your boss gives, pop that cork and enjoy yourself a little bit there. You deserve it. Come on. Crypto, you have 3 minutes. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes. Starting now.
Don't worry, you're next, but you earned that bottle of wine, Indigo. You earned that bottle of wine. Drink up, me hearty ho ho. There's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself a little bit, especially when your boss is like, you know what? You guys really deserve this. I must feel really good. Say hi to your friends for me. Hi, friends! I am the unknown prophet of Twitch. Yeah, yesterday was a really big spoon day for me. I'm not going to lie. I probably shouldn't have gone on yesterday. But, we all have our bad days. And it wasn't the worst day I've ever had. Trust me, I still had the best day ever by the end of it. But that's because I slept most of it. Can't really, doing that. Yeah. 1 minute and 40 seconds, Crypto. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Because, we'll get there. I got 1 minute and 25 seconds left. All right. Well, here you are. Give me your numbers and your question. Alexa, cancel timer.
3-minute timer cancelled.
All right. Let's go, girl. What do you need to know today? Sure. What's the numbers for? Okay, got you. Let me see if I can get these cards. You and Brian again, huh? When are you going to snag that boy? Telling you, it's cowboy time. Settle down, girl. I can feel your sexual energy from here. Down, girl, down. Whew. Yeah. We'll get there. Let's see what the cards have to tell you here. Here are your 10 official shuffles, Crypto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God cards. 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. And the last but not least, 10 shuffle. All right, you got 3 God cards, Crypto. And the 5th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, how is Brian feeling about you at this specific moment? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oof. Okay. Well, crypto, some good news, some bad news, but all in all, not a bad reading for you today. One of the things that I feel that Brian really feels for you is he does see the joy of you, that he does feel some sort of happiness or connection with you. He feels like you lighten his world up a lot. And it kind of feels like he's waiting for you to be ready for him. I know you're ready, but for some reason, I don't know if he's getting the signal here or not, but and the reason I think he's being kind of distant right now is because he's kind of scared. It's becoming a little real right now, and he's not quite sure he's ready for the full tilt kitty of it all. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to see that brilliant, beautiful world shining into you. So he does see brightness in the world with you. He's not quite sure if he wants to live in this world with you quite yet. He still kind of sees that there are a lot of little things that you are working on. He's really trying to understand you and himself. Part of the reasons. Hey, Brian, if you're out there, just take her hand and fly already. You know what I'm saying? All right, Brian, it's time to step up to the plate. This girl wants to ride you like a cowboy. Yee-haw, let's go. Come on. All right, no. Anyway, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. But the things that I want to get back to the real reading of that, and I really have to tell you about, is he sees a lot of little things going on with you. He's finally starting to see the more oak tree of you rather than a lot of little pieces within you. That's where the confusion is coming, okay? That's coming into focus now, so he sees the whole package. And like I said, commitment for Brian is a very he wants to make sure it's not going to just go away. He doesn't want to give commitment to something that he doesn't think is going to fail. He wants to honestly give it to someone he feels that has promise of a future. You know what I'm saying? But he is being protective about who he lets into that circle. He is kind of understanding. Would you recommend Brian? Sure, get him in here. I'll read for him. But, one of the things that I'm feeling is that the shield, this part of his heart that he's still trying to protect here, you can find a way to melt that exterior by just showing up and being present and showing that you care, your level of care and affection for just his general circumstances will do a lot more than you think it will. And I think that's what it's going to take. You just have to be present, show up, and show him that. Let him have his space. Let him have his time and say, hey, I understand you need some space right now. If and when you're ready, I would love to have a bit deeper, more meaningful conversation with you. But, so it is going to be a time of celebration, to celebrate your life with him. He wants someone who he can celebrate life with, someone he can create a life of joy and celebration. He wants that connection, that connection to a chosen families, to someone he can share this journey with. As you can see, so yeah, kind of like a marriage, but see, like I said, when he wants to commit to something like marriage, okay, that's something that is very, very important to him. He doesn't just throw that gauntlet down for anybody. It's got to be a pretty special person to pick up that goblet, But he's ready to start to fill that cup with somebody. Maybe you're the ingredient he needs to fill himself with. Or maybe he needs to fill you. No. Anyway. But honestly, I feel like what he feels mostly in for you is it could be a celebration of you, and I kind of think it's getting a little scary and real for him, and I think he just needs a brief moment of take it all in, take a step back, and make sure this is what I really want to get myself into here, because you are a crazy train of a ride there, Crypto. Let's be real about it, okay? And I don't know if he's ready for that level of crazy. That's about all I can say, and I know you're ready for it, but I don't know if he's quite there yet, you know what I'm saying? He's looking for something like that, but I think it's just that he needs permission. It's like he needs permission to do it, I wish I could. I wish I could go, hey, Brian, knocking on the door. Hey, Crypto wants to buy a ticket to that ride, please. I wish I could. All I can tell you is that you just have to keep putting your heart out there and allow Brian the time he needs so that he knows that you're willing to wait And you're willing to give him what he needs in order to come back to you and choose you this time. I would. I mean, at this point, Crypto, the sexual tension is real. I know you both feel that. The looks you guys give each other, from time to time, and stuff like that. It's just like you're playing this little game of tease me, back and forth, tease me. Well, one of these days, the teasing's going to get too hot and heavy, and you're going to both go, you're going to do what my wife did to me on a random night. Somewhere, got in her car, drove all the way to me, and screwed me to within an inch of my little brave heart when I was you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That I'm not here to judge what she wants to get her readings for, but here's what the gods have to tell her. All right? You are ready to reach your full potential. It's time to share your full potential with all those who are around you. Allow yourself to be seen by opening yourself up to that growth again and showing who you are as a person and what you are capable of and who you are as a person. Honestly, I think they just want you to understand that your potential to be this person that you say you want yourself to be is there and ready for you. You just got to let it kind of come into development a little bit. Then I also think it's also about time we shared the right kind of information with Brian. I think that maybe when it is time for you guys to get back together and talk about things, we have to understand that it's okay for him not to share once in a while too. It's okay to let this kind of come in a slower pace. And I think he wants it to be a little slower pace than you want it to go. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to, like I said, he's kind of gun shy. And he wants to make sure that the person he shares his life with next. Yeah, and that's why he gets alone and distant. Because he doesn't know how to handle those emotions and feelings. So he does what most of us guys do. We don't want to deal with it, so we go somewhere else and not deal with it, But I do believe if you got him around with your group of friends, you get him in a bar situation, get him out in a place where you are more relaxed, more at home, like at the campfire kind of stuff, and be in that kind of a group setting. I think that if you have that opportunity to let him know, that the door is open, all he's got to do is come unlock the damn door. Yeah, well, okay. Maybe that's what it takes. Maybe it's time to just get tipsy drunk and see what the world has to take you. Sometimes we need that little bit of liquid courage. Not that I'm recommending that to get into relationships, but sometimes I kind of feel like he needs that permission to be naughty. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got for you, Crypto. He's. It feels like the cork is ready to pop. I don't think you've got the right wine tool to open yet. So, Indigo to the reading room. Indigo. I think you just got to let him know how you feel and give him a little bit more space right now, because I think he's just feeling overwhelmed. That's what I think it is. I just think it's, like I said, you're crazy and his crazy. He's not quite sure he wants that much crazy right now. And some guys are weird like that. Well, good. Have a good trip, Crypto. I hope that wherever you're going, you go and you find that and you go get some. If you're going towards Brian, hey, maybe it's time you show him just exactly how you feel. You're welcome, Crypto. You know how much I love you. Indigo. Well, it's up to you. It's your reading. You ask me what you want to know. That's what I'm here to do. Well, if you're not ready for it, then don't ask the question. If you're ready for the answer, then I'll give you the answer. But if you're going to sit there going, I'm too scared to find out the answer, well, okay. It's up to you, sweetie. Well, like I said, I wish I could call Brian up right now and tell him it's time to be knocking on Crypto's door, but I don't have his number and I don't know if I want that responsibility. All right. Let's see what the gods got for you, Indigo. Clear the cards off of all the last readings. Let's see. Yeah. Well, don't give yourself that doom and gloom quite yet, okay? Let's start with that. Let's take that off of our shelf right now, okay? Let's not do that to ourselves. You're ready for it. Let's go, all right? But enough is enough. Stop puddling around with it and say, yes, God damn it, I'm ready for love, even if that means it hurts, damn it. All right, here goes everything. Nothing. All right, here are your 2 official shuffles. 1, 2. Too many. And 1, and the second card is love, huh? All right, so Indigo. Butt kick incoming. Butt kick incoming. Because Indigo, let's talk about it. Don't feel bad for what you are angry at yourself for not doing. Stop kicking yourself in the ass for what you didn't do right in the goddamn first place. Will you please take that shit off of your goddamn shoulders already? It's about time you just let that shit go. I mean, really, you don't have to feel this way about yourself anymore. You are a lovely person who has a lot to offer somebody. And you got to start seeing the beauty within yourself. And when you're goddamn ready for love, you say, God damn it, universe, I'm ready for it. So here you are in your crescendo moment saying, hey, I can't keep being mad at myself for what I didn't get. What is it I'm really looking for? What is it that I really want in this universe? What kind of a person do I want to meet that needs? Because you have let go a lot of the bullshit and you have let go of some of that anger in the past. That's why we're ready to finally heal now and move it on to the future. But, however, comma space, I want to let you know that there is someone in your past who may be returning soon. A long lost love or somebody you haven't connected with for a while. Someone who comes back kind of looking for you because they remember times when you guys were so close. And it feels like this moment where this person that's coming back in your life, it's like they feel like they missed their opportunity, but now they see a window for that opportunity. And I kind of feel like this person from your past, and I'm feeling this person has kind of like the strong, resilient resolve, but I believe it's a male. Please let me know your pronouns and preferences. But they are coming back, and I kind of feel like this person, when they arrive to you, I think they did the healing that they needed to have done so that it can finally do. What's going to happen next is all up to you, because it's about claiming that power now and seeing that your opportunity is here. Strike while the iron is hot and tell this person what you want from them, why you want that from them, what it means to be a part of you and what it means to be a part of that. Love has been on its way to you for a while. And as you start to step up to the plate and tell the universe, hey, universe, I'm ready for this kind of love. Not the bullshit kind of love, not the stuff that wasn't working for us any longer. We want something that has substance, that has an actual connection for once, that has actual mutual respect back for once, and that we can actually see one another. And it doesn't matter how damaged we were in the past, we have become better versions of ourselves now. It's kind of like when my mom and my dad got back together. They both kind of went and were very broken people when they broke and divorced when I was 4 years old. It took them 20 years to get back to a place where they were healthy enough so that they could see that the person they loved all along was the same person they originally fell in love with. I think it might have been. It might be. Or kind of kicking themselves in the ass kind of a deal. That's why you got the Forge card too there, Indigo, because it's about striking while the iron is hot. And I kind of feel like this person had a very passionate connection with you, but they never really went for it or gave it its all because they had something that they had to fix within themselves that there's nothing you could have done to fix that. They had to go do something and experience something. And I kind of feel like they went through a relationship that wasn't so bad, but it wasn't just the right fit. And they kept always thinking about you in that past. So just remind yourself that when you see that opportunity, show them that you are ready to work together. Because I think that's what they were waiting for, is that now we're ready to do this together and forge together what we want this thing to be. So when this person does come back in your life, there you go. And I believe you're going to see it by the end of October, right around Halloweenish kind of a deal. I would definitely go to any kind of a masquerade kind of a thing, where it's class reunion, kind of a masquerade thing. And I kind of believe it's going to be right around Halloween time that this person's going to be coming back into your life. So that's kind of what I've got for you there, Indigo. And I just think that, like I said, that Witch's Tower moment, the universe is giving you what you're asking for, but step up to the plate and walk that walk and talk that talk, or you might not see the opportunity when it gets there, you know? Yeah. I believe that someone's going to pick up and come see someone. I think he might be. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling. That he might be coming looking for you. And this feels like a soul connection, like a soulmate connection to me. Like your souls just needed to go do some healing before you were ready to be together with one another again. You just needed some time. Both of you needed to heal from something. And now that you're both done with the healing, now the opportunity is knocking again. And I really think when it does come and you see that moment, I want you to remind yourself of this. Forgive, forget, and move on. Forgive, forget, and move on. Forgive them for all that was. Forget what happened in the past and work on towards the future, and move on and be that brilliant, beautiful couple you said you wanted to be in the first place. Believe in the dream. I did. Look what happened to me. I got the one true love of my life. I believed in a dream since I was 8 years old. I never knew I was going to meet a woman like that. I almost missed my opportunity, you know, but she put out all the stops, and boy, am I glad she did, because I've never been happier with the woman of my dreams who's planning my 50th birthday party. I can't wait for that, you know, and I'm just so grateful that I have that, you know, and I want you to have this love too, but just remind yourself that it's going to be good when it does happen. I'm really surprised you didn't get the Cherish card, honestly, but hey, that might be coming somewhere in the future, you know? So, keep an eye out for it. All right. Divine Reaper to the reading room. Divine Reaper to the reading room. All right. It's your turn, young lady. And guys, don't remember, it is September, guys. So if you guys do want to put your subscription in, it's 25% off on all subscriptions the month of September too. Even if you don't support me, support your favorite streamer this month. if you do something for somebody else for me, even if you don't come here and do it for me, go to your favorite streamer and this month subscribe for them. It's cheaper than it has ever been, and because they just raised those prices up, this is your opportunity. Don't use the mobile app. Go onto the browser because it's way cheaper to use the browser than it is to use the mobile app, okay? So, hey, you know what? That's okay. Like I said, in September, if you get a chance, even if it's not me, go to your favorite streamer and just support your favorite streamer. That's all I can ever ask for, okay? Whoever that is. All right, and what do you want to know today, Mr. Reaper? General reading, or what would you like to know? 8 and 29. Get them in the right spot. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let's see if we can help you out with the Chris situation then. Maybe I can give you the advice that you need to hear so that we can start off afresh, right? Because I think that's where we're going to be heading here. So let's see if we can get that stress off of that shoulder here. Getting them in the right spot for you, Divine. All right. They say it's here, so here we go. Here are your 8 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3 God cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, and you got a 1, 2, 3 God cards today, Miss Reaper. All right, and the 29th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 29th card is now on top. So what advice can I give you to help with all of this with you and Chris and get that fresh start again? All right. So, first of all, it's time to stop being so stubborn and stuck in your ways a little bit, and maybe not swim around the issues anymore, but maybe it's time to deal with the issues themselves. Maybe it's time to actually go in with your partner into that ocean, your pod, your family, and swim with them until you are ready to breach that surface floor and find that joy again in your life. Just like my wife is my one true loves card is in the past here. And what that usually means is that this love is returning and we can have a fresh start. But how do we get that fresh start? We have to understand that the thing that we have been doing to ourselves, we cannot swim around in the death and the doom of life any longer. We cannot keep swimming around these things that we don't want to deal with. If we confront these issues now, they will not become issues later. So first we have to at least acknowledge the past. Then we have to find a way to swim through those problems together. But the thing we both need to do is come up for that fresh breath of new air in our lungs and say, it is a fresh start. We are both going to give ourselves forgiveness for each other. We're both going to believe in each other again, and we're both going to re-strengthen our power again. Me and my wife, we have something we call magical freedom. We have a special day in October, on the October 18th, every year, we celebrate what we call Magical Freedom Day. Because that was the day 4 years ago when we reclaimed our house, our power, and all of our lives back into ourselves. And when we did that, our lives started to get way better. And ever since we started doing that and believing in that power, that's what I think you and Chris have to start to believe in too, is your magical freedom, your power, the power of when you guys come together to overcome all the obstacles. Love, when you talk about real, true love, it's not about all the good times. It's that you made it and stuck through all of the bad times, even though you wanted to quit, even though you wanted to walk away, even though you wanted to say enough is enough. You believed in the love enough to allow that new growth to start to happen again. All things start in darkness there, Miss Divine. So return back to that place where now we are in that dream. What do we want this new dream to look like? And what do we want to grow in both of us? How can we nurture that love? How can we shine the wonderful, beautiful sun onto our plant so that it can grow? How can we let our emotions be more free so we can soak those in and let them be received by both of us? We can share our thoughts with one another without judgment, without worrying about whether or not that person's going to take it personally. No, we're sharing our journey together. We grow together as a couple. And it's going to be up to both of you to move that dark mirror out of the way. You both have to stop seeing the impossible and start seeing the possible. The dream and the manifestation of what you want to come. So see how you want that thing to happen with you and Chris coming in that future. And I believe if you really, really, really sat down and had that conversation with them and really start to see how can we do this in a more positive way, that's what I mean, though. He's not bad for you, Divine. He's just trying to repair the little broken parts of himself. Maybe that's something we can help him with. But he wasn't really that bad for you. He just made you freer to express yourself than you have ever felt before. So he allowed you that freedom to do that, where not a lot of people have ever done that to you. You know, that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying you have to go back to him. I'm just saying that that's a choice. To move on and move forward is probably what I would most likely suggest you do. But there is opportunity to turn this around if you want to. That's what I'm saying. It's all depending on how you look at the mirror. If you see the opportunity of the future together, then you will start to go into that abyss and come out and be that out of that little ground again and start to grow as a couple. But I have a saying, if you wanted to be there, they would be there. If they're not there right now, and it's because of the past and we haven't repaired that yet, the exist card is all about understanding what we truly want. If you understand that this person may not be the best person for you, but maybe they've grown up. Maybe they've changed. Maybe they've learned something and you aren't giving them enough credit to grow as a person. Did you ever stop to think that? That you have to be just as understanding to them as you want them to be understanding to you? Because I feel like there's a lot of a misunderstanding. And because of that misunderstanding, resentment. And because of that resentment, we didn't feel like we were clicking. Then we got and broke apart from one another because we both felt like we were toxic for one another. Well, if we had just fixed the communication issue, if we had just fixed the believing in our love issue, most of the other issues would have fallen in line. But you're both crap at communicating. You know? And I think he had to go learn how to be a better communicator. I'm not, like I said, from what I'm hearing from my guys to you is, try it carefully. If you want this person back in your life again, but if you're going to have it be a fresh start, then you got to say that old Brian is gone. The new Brian you meet up with is a whole new person, just like you are a whole new person too. Be the person you say you want yourself to be. Walk the walk, talk the talk, and do the do. Be that person who is ready for that moment. If you don't need this Chris person in your life, maybe you don't need them. Maybe you just need to be the person you said you wanted to be in the first place. And maybe you can find a new opportunity for new love out there. One that will actually meet your needs. Because I think you have another love coming for you that isn't Chris. I think Chris was the example of what you really don't want in your life. And the next person coming is the person who will probably answer that with a resounding, here I am in your life. But you do have to take this life back in your own two hands and understand what you want to mold it into being. So imagine the kind of love that you want to have and start to mold your life towards that. What if you want it to be more compassionate, open, and communicative, then you have to do those things first. And I think that's what will help you in your next relationship is by taking your and understanding what you want this relationship to look like. But you're both got hands in the Play-Doh here, so each of you take turns to design that. You know? And last but not least, how about that? Maybe it's time that you let this Chris person go and howl out to the universe, how I'm ready for love. How I need my true family to come find me. So if it's meant to be, let him come back into your life and choose you because it's time he heard your call again. He didn't need to be a leader or a follower in your pack. He might just want to be a part of that pack. But I believe this is a new person coming in for you, not the old Chris person. I think there's an opportunity for you and Chris, but I don't know if that's what you really need. I think you're ready for a different kind of family. I think you're ready for a different kind of a pack. You're done being the lone wolf. You just have to get back around those people who make you feel the most secure in that tight-knit friend family circle of yours and call out to that person because they can hear you now. And that's what I feel like you have to start to do is howl at that moon and start to call out to them. I'm ready for you. Come to me. Come to me. I need you. I'm ready for you. Here I am. Please share my love and my heart with me. And that's what I feel like I have to tell you today, Divine. Wow, what a day. Queue is open for anybody out there who would like a reading. If anyone would like a reading, all you got to do is come here to twitch.tv, the Unknown Prophet 1, hop in my chat, press exclamation point, join, and you too can get a reading just for you. I will put your life back on track and try to set your world ablaze, but I will try to lead you to a more positive day ever. And for you, Divine, I think you're headed towards that best day ever, but I don't think it's with Chris. That's what I got for you right now, guys. So welcome on into everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous day out there in Twitch land. I hope that you're having the best week ever. I'm getting ready for my 50th birthday next week. Let me tell you guys, it has been a long time in my life that I have been waiting for this feeling in my life. That for the first time, I truly am happy. And for someone who is massively depressed most of his life, for a person who always looked for the worst of this world, for a person to actually see happiness come back into his life because he believed in himself, believed in his power, believed in his divinity, believed that he had a reason to keep moving forward and striving for that best day ever, even in the face of the worst ones, finding the courage and strength to own up to the things that I needed to work on. And to work on those things. And to find that peace that I've been looking for my whole life. And I finally found it. I want to help you find that peace as well. I want to help you find that happiness as well. But your future is literally in your own hands, people. You shape your life the way you want it to. This is a free will game that you get to play. Anytime you want, you can decide your life the way you want it to be because you are the only person in this world who can say for certain what you want your path to be. Not a God, not a anything can ever tell you more than that. So, remind you guys that that's a part of all of that which we have in our lives. And we can make a difference in our lives and others' lives and find the love we're looking for and find the destiny and the fates that we've been hoping for our whole lives. It's possible, guys. If a guy like me can make this happen, you can do this. You all can do this. Every last one of you can have that life that you've always wanted to have. Every last one of you. You got to believe in your power. You have to believe that you are loved by this universe completely and totally loved. And trust yourself to know that you are divine enough to carve your own path forward and manifest the shit you want happening in your goddamn life. But because I tell you this, I did it. I manifested that shit out of nothing. And here I sit, the proudest I've ever been at myself, the happiest I've ever been at myself, the most at peace I've ever been at myself. And I know I seem excited right now, but you know what? This is the pure joy entering my life again. When I can't explain the feeling of peace and happiness that washed over me this morning. After years and years and years of searching for that. To wake up and just know it with 100% certainty. There's nothing like it, buddy. There's nothing like it. Let's put some music on for a while. How about that? I got a new song I want to share with you. Let's see if I can go skip ahead and then skip back. I want you to hear the whole song. This is called Awaken the Power. So here we're going to listen to a little bit of music while we wait for our next reader to enter the reading room. So we're going to play some Suno from my little app there. So here is called Awaken the Power. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to sit here and wait for people. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go take a bathroom break and I will return shortly.
Doors open to the world I see before me. I open up the dream that once was inside, and I unleash the power that I hold inside. No darkness can hold me, no light can hold me back. I am the crashing ether, I am the power of my path. Are bound to me by time and space alone. The gift of the gods is now untold. I walk through the door, and I see the power inside. Light this world on fire, and set my world alive. I am the storm, I am I ignite with every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness, let it glow. I am the force, I am the key, unlocking dreams, setting them free. Now I take a deep breath and I say with my final breath, I have the power. Let the power grow in me. Let the power shine in me. Let the unknown be seen. Let the dream awaken and the destiny unfold. Let the power grow. And now it be untold. Let the future be in my hands. open to the world I see before me. I opens up the dream that once was inside, and I unleash the power that I hold inside. No darkness can hold me, no light can hold me back. I am the crash in the ether, I am the power of my past. Secrets are bound to me by time and space alone. The gift of the gods is now untold. I walk through the door and I see the power inside. Light this world on fire and set my world alive. I am the storm, I am the light. In the shadows I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness, let it flow. I am the force, I am the key, unlocking dreams, setting them free. Now I take a deep breath, and I say with my final breath, I have the power. Let the power grow in me, let the power shine in me, let the unknown be seen, let the dream awaken, and the destiny unfold. Let the power grow, and now it's be untold. That the future be in my hands, as I guide those who come to me. The power that I have to give is the true destiny. I am the storm, I am the light. In the shadows I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness, let it flow. I am the force, I am the key, unlocking dreams, setting them free.
As a bird, as I heard the cornfield song call out to me, I heard it in the reeds that day, so I followed the path. It gave me strength to not fear the way.
And we're back.
Underneath the wood tree, the branches they comfort me.
Welcome back, guys. Happy Friday to all my beautiful stars out there. I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. I hope that every day is your best day ever. Come join me here at the unknownprophet1.tv. That's right, you too can get a reading as well. I'm going to turn the music down just a little bit there for you, so you can hear me. I got to turn it down on this thing here. There we go. Now it's not so bad. There we go. How about that, guys? I hope you're enjoying the music. If you guys like the music, you guys can go to Suna.com and hear my playlist. If you guys want to see my playlist on audio.com, I will share that with you anytime here. Give me a second and I will get you guys a link for you guys to go to. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, we'll get back.
There's a bird flying by, so I took my brush, took in my hand, and I put on the canvas all the way I could stand. The pain in the heart that was stealing me, I let it go on the pages you see. I wrote up my life till I was a king, and the painting came and went. See, as I began to live my dream, suddenly I thought I'd seen the one that was right for me. But rose-colored glasses stole my heart, but it was be, so I had to go on. When I finally moved on, just when I thought love could never find me, then walked in my destiny, and the creative part of my soul was free. And I knew that to die wasn't a gift. I had to find the power within, find the destiny that was mine. I could live for a little time, I knew it was meant to be. So she sang with the song of a wail in her heart and the joyful laugh of rose-colored glasses stole my heart, but it wasn't to be, so I had to go on. When I finally moved on, just when I thought no, love could never find me, then walked through my destiny, and the creative part of my soul was free. And I knew that to die wasn't a gift. I had to find the power within, find the destiny that was mine. I could live for a little time, I knew it was meant to be. So she sang with the song of a wail in her heart and with the joyful. Night to blow. In darkest places I roam, on the saddest road I tend to go, and on this lonely road I get lost like I've never been lost before. I give in to my shadow self, and I gave to the world too much that I had to give, but it wasn't enough it seems. So my fear inside to cry so loud I could barely breathe. I knew the patient times in me, I felt the rage building inside me. On the edge of suicide, where I almost took my life, but then I found a whole new way to die. So I gave in to my fight. I turned from morning to night, and I embraced the dark inside. On the edge of suicide. I thought no one could ever love a weird and crazy person like me. I was lonely when I had no friends. Not a single girl wanted to be with me.
With me.
Then I fell in love. I thought my world was warm, but it came crashing down when no rose-colored glasses came crashing to the ground. And all the thoughts I had inside were valid still. I was lonely, I was cleared, I was almost always disappeared. I was quiet, I was shy, I wasn't truly alive. So it was hell for me, 'cause I didn't think I'd ever find my destiny. And I was lost in those woods. So why couldn't it be? Why did love never find my heart? Why did friends never want to be apart? When did all the sadness become the only thing I see? So it was hell for me, 'cause I didn't think I'd ever find my destiny. And I was lost in those woods. So why couldn't it be? Why did love never find my heart? Why did friends never want to be apart? When did all this sadness become the only thing I see? On the edge of suicide, where I never love a weird and crazy person like me. I was lonely when I had no friends. Not a single girl wanted to be with me. With me. Then I fell in love. I thought my world was warm, but it came crashing down when no rose-colored glasses came crashing to the ground. And all the thoughts I had inside were valid still. I was lonely, I was cleared, I was almost always disappeared. I was quiet, I was shy, I wasn't truly alive. On the edge of suicide, where I almost took my life. But then I found a whole new way to die, so I gave in to my flight. I took morning to night, and I embraced the dark inside. On the edge of suicide.
One day I open up my eyes and I hope that I can finally see the sky. And even though my day is begun, I can always say this with the voice of all the hope I have left in me. I just want you to see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. I walked past you the other day, and all I saw was hearts all day. That I could dream for a moment, it could be true, but now all I feel is blue.
I think I'm ready to finally give in, to see the start of where we begin. I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best soul. I'll trust that
Thank you,
little
Goddess.
soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free. I can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart, and then it'll start all over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me.
So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best soul. I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free.
can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart and then it'll start over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know
September.
that days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of.
Main icon. Well, guys, it looks like I'm slowing down here. I think I'm going to make my weekend and go off a little bit early today, guys. So I'm going to leave you with my newest song as we go out here today. So I love you guys very much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys Monday. See you then. We're going to go to Tear Up Mama first. So here we go before we go do anything. Alright guys, we're going to go visit Tear Up Mama. I want to go raid her and show her the love she always shows me. I want to go get a reading for my birthday. I'm out of here. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Want to follow along? Here's raid message number 1. Here's raid message number 2. You pick which one you want. Second one is for subscribe. First one is for subscribers. The second one is for non-subscribers. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next week. Bye.